Tori, you can scream, you can get wild. Anybody? Thank you, Ricky Martin. Yes, ladies, stay on the boat, please. Gentlemen, stay on the boat, please. Yes, that is Ricky Martin's house. You might be wondering where that dome is. A lot of people ask the question, what's that dome? It is, from what Adrian's telling me, is a light. It lights up at night. It's right above his jacuzzi. It holds 22 guys. I mean, people. It holds 23 people. New record as of Saturday. 23 people. Yes, that is Ricky Martin's house. Now, as we work our way down, you'll notice the next house that belongs to a 5'4" beauty from Baywatch. Anybody want to take a guess? David Hasselhoff. No, I'm kidding. It's not David Hasselhoff. It is Carmen Electra. Yes, Carmen Electra lives right there. Now, we can only get so close to the house due to the restraining order I don't want to talk about. It's a colossal mistake. Love you forever. Yes, that is Carmen Electra's house. Now, they live on Palm Island. The next island over is Hibiscus Island. Hibiscus Island was known for legendary gangster Mr. Al Capone. Al Capone lived on Hibiscus Island. The reason why he chose these islands was, at one point, the only way on and off the islands was by boat. So it was very safe. If you saw a boat coming up, it was a bad guy. Pretty easy. Now, all of these islands are man-made. There are 13 islands in total. Mr. Henry Flagler, the railroad tycoon from New York, brought the railroad down after he met Miss Julia Tuttle. Now, Julia Tuttle was a pioneer's woman from Florida. She convinced him to bring the railroad. She said there was a lot of agriculture, you're going to make a lot of money, it's going to be amazing. He brought the railroad down. They built the seventh largest port in the United States, and they had all this rock and sand left over. They didn't know what to do with it. So instead of getting rid of all the sand and rock, they decided, let's pour it out over here. Let's try to make some islands. So they made 13 islands in total. The first island is the island right behind me. And the island that we went around, Monument Island, that is dedicated to Henry Flagler and Julia Tuttle. Yes, now the island that's right behind me, right in front of you, that is Star Island. Star Island is the biggest island in the chain of 13, and the house right behind me is the largest house on Star Island. It is 23,000 square feet. If you look just on the other side of the tennis courts, there's a 2-story greenhouse. Yeah, 7,000 square foot, 2-story greenhouse. You might be asking yourself, why does he have a 7,000 square foot greenhouse? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest drug dealer in the world. Look at all, wow, hey, yes. No, it is Dr. Philip Frost. He is a pharmacist. He also created a couple of medical instruments and also the little blue pill that sends smiles around the world. Anybody know that pill? Look at the big smiles. I see you. Yeah, you go for it, buddy. Yes, Viagra. Dr. Philip Frost created Viagra. Now, if you look at the waterfall coming off that pool right there, that is Viagra Falls. That is my second best joke. Yes, now if you see all these date palms, all these palm trees right around the property, they're called date palms. They're imported from South Africa. They cost us $7,000 a tree. He has 83 trees. The reason why he has 83 trees, Dr. Frost is 83 years old. Every year he gets another tree. It's pretty amazing. You know what I do for my birthday, guys? Pretty much nothing. Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends. I work at the mall. It's sad. Yes, Dr. Philip Frost. Now the next property coming up right over here belonged to Mr. Charles Parker. Mr. Parker created and patented the Parker Pen and Pencil Corporation, and he had this house custom built. If you look at all the handrails, all those handrails, all the carvings is hand-carved coral. It took 4 artists and 7 years to complete. Now, this house right here was in the filming of Guys and Dolls with Frank Sinatra and Marlon Brando. And if you ever see Burn Notice, you'll notice this house in Burn Notice a lot. They do use it for a couple of the bad guys as well. Now this next property right here belongs to Mr. Stuart Miller. Stuart Miller owns Lennar Homes and Lennar Construction, one of the biggest construction firms in the United States. Now Mr. Miller is sitting on very historic property. The original house here was Mr. Henry Flagler's house. Now if you look to the to the left-hand side, you'll notice that Spanish-style building to the left of it. That house originally was in the very middle. Stuart Miller wanted to demolish the house. They said, no, it's historic, you have to keep it. So he said, fine, I'm rich, I can do whatever I want. He picked up the house, rotated the house, and put it in the corner. Yes, that's what money can do for you. Mr. Miller owns 7 houses on Star Island. His goal is to own Star Island. He's slowly buying every single house. The next house coming up right now, owned by Stuart Miller. Yes, it's pretty interesting. It was also in a couple, or a very big show in the 80s and 90s. We'll see if we can figure it out. Miami Vice, Don Johnson, the guy that wore pink shirts and pink shorts. He owned this house during the filming of Vice. Unfortunately, he could not afford the taxes at the end of the filming. The whole house taxes were a little too expensive, so he did put it up for sale. Miss Elizabeth Taylor purchased the property from Mr. Don Johnson. She lived here until she passed away. It is still in the Taylor family, and then they sold it to Mr. Stuart Miller. Now, there's an interesting fact about Miss Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor was really good friends with Michael Jackson. They were best friends. So when she bought this house, he actually bought her a present, which was a statue of a rabbit on top of a pyramid, symbolizing two things. Miss Taylor was the first woman to make $1 million in a movie. That movie was Cleopatra, which hence is the rabbit, or I'm sorry, hence the pyramid. The second was the rabbit. It was kind of a joke that they had, that she used to hop from marriage to marriage to marriage. Miss Elizabeth Taylor was married 7 times. She was married twice to the same guy. Yes, her nickname was the housekeeper. The reason why every time she got divorced,